What's going on, guys? It's Super GT here, and today I'm bringing you a rally build for the new Storm Island DLC. So what I'm going to do is show you how to get this Subaru WRX up to A-Class 800 and decent for off-road events or rally events that you have in Storm Island. So this car costs 27,900. It's fairly cheap, it's not too bad, and it's compatible, or you can use it in the modern rally championship. So if we go to upgrades, custom upgrade, and for the engine parts, okay, we're going to have a race air filter, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust. For cams and valves we're going to go sport, and for valves we're going to go race, and that's enough for engine. Now this is where you can see here where it says Storm Island just below the part that these are included in the new DLC. So obviously if you don't have the new DLC, then obviously you can't put these upgrades in, but then again you won't probably need a rally upgrade if you don't have Storm Island. So anyway, for brakes I would put in race. For springs and dampers, this is where you have the off-road upgrade, put that in. That is really important. I'll show you in just a second why. Front anti-roll bars race, rear anti-roll bars race as well. Chassis reinforcement and weight reduction I have left. Now onto drivetrain. Again, there's an available upgrade for the off-road tuning setup. Okay, for clutch I put in a street, transmission put in the off-road one, driveline street, and differential just put in the race one. It doesn't make a difference to the PI though. If you want to save money, then don't bother putting that in. Now for tyres and rims, tyre compound, put the off-road one in. This really does help you with grip on the off-road surface. Front and rear tyre width I upgraded to upgraded rear tyre width. Do that for both front and rear. And aero and appearance I put in the race front bumper and the race rear wing. What this does basically, it increases your handling and braking, but it reduces acceleration and launch, but they're already quite high in this car, so you can do with reducing those two, so that's not really a problem. Now very quickly I'm going to go to tune car and show you why springs and dampers are so important. You can see here at the top here where the orange bar is, it's set down to very soft, the springs, and the ride height is up to the maximum or very high, which is very important in Storm Island because there's huge jumps, absolutely ridiculously sized jumps, and you're going to be bobbling all over the place on Storm Island. So your ride height and your springs and your suspension is very important for your setup, so I would always recommend putting that in. Now as for the car itself, it's very good. I think it's a very good setup, because I found Storm Island actually pretty difficult, even on unbeatable difficulty. I found it pretty difficult, harder than the normal game. So, but in this car I found I was beating the opposition fairly easily, so I know that I've got a fairly decent setup here. One good thing is that it has a good launch, so you're never going to be left standing at the start, because the AI have really good starts. They have really good acceleration on the straights, but they're not so good around the corners. That's where you can gain with this setup, because it has a good cornering, and it has, I'll say one weakness is probably the brakes, but you have to just make sure you do brake, because the terrain doesn't really lend you much grip around the corner, so you do have to slow down quite a bit. Just make sure you do that, because of course, remember, as good as your setup might be, you still have to drive the car. You still have to be driving the car as well as you can. It's not you can't win just completely because of the setup. So I do hope this video helps you guys. I will be posting a few more of these in the future, so obviously subscribe if you want to see more, and give me a like if it does help you. Also comment in the comment section below of your thoughts on Storm Island. and of this setup, of this build. So I do hope this helps you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.